Today, I will explain to you the difference between AI assistant, RAG, AI agent, and multi-agent systems. Clients often ask me to clarify these terms, so let me break it down for you. Understanding these concepts will save you a lot of time when it comes to building, using, or selling these AI systems. I will be discussing it using practical examples on n8n platform. And if you are not familiar with n8n, this is the best no-code platform for building AI agents and automation. If you are a beginner, don't worry, my channel has plenty of tutorials to help anyone get started. Use the link in the description to sign up, and let's get started. I'm Damien. I'm an AI and software engineer with over 10 years of programming experience and degree in software engineering and AI. But on this channel, I will teach you how to build powerful AI agents and automations using no-code and low-code tools. I've been running my AI automation agency for about 2 years now. I've had a lot of requests to start a private community, so if you are interested, just fill out the form in the description, check all the links, and let's get started. Let's start with the basics. AI assistants. So the best example of an AI assistant is ChatGPT, which is essentially a chatbot powered by large language models that are trained on massive amounts of data. They are designed to help you with specific tasks, mostly by answering your questions, and they are trained on general knowledge, but they can't provide answers about your internal data unless you fine-tune them. So they are great for answering questions and generating text, but are limited, as their knowledge is cut off if they are not connected to the internet or external data sources. They are designed for direct interaction through voice or text. Interactions with AI assistants are straightforward. You provide input and they give you an output. They rely solely on the LLM training data, which is often outdated. Now let's move on to RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. So this is a fancy way of saying let's give our AI access to extra knowledge. So while AI assistants like ChatGPT rely on their training data, RAG systems are by default connected to external knowledge sources. So this means they can pull in real-time or context-specific information that's not part of their original training. For example, a chatbot on a company's website, instead of only answering generic questions like ChatGPT, a RAG system can access the company's frequently asked questions, products or services descriptions, for example, stored in Google Docs or vector databases to make it easy for large language models to fetch. In short, RAG enhances the AI assistant's ability, like chatbots, to give you more relevant responses by combining its language generation skills with external knowledge retrieval. Next, AI agents. So AI agents are like AI assistants or RAG, but they don't just access external knowledge, they also connect to external tools and know how to use them thanks to the prompts you define. So these systems are autonomous, so they can take action on your behalf without constant input. For example, AI agents can integrate with tools like CRMs, Gmail, Google Calendar to automate tasks, and they might draft an email, send it, schedule meetings, or even update your CRM. While they can access external knowledge, like RAG, and have access to the internet or a company knowledge base, they don't need to be called AI agents. The key distinction is their ability to act. So for example, they don't just draft an email, they will draft it, send it, and confirm it's done. So AI agents are about action and taking the next step, not just answering questions. Now let's talk about multi-agent systems. While AI assistants, RAG systems, and AI agents each work independently, multi-agent systems combine multiple AI agents, each with a specific role, into a collaborative team. Think of it as having a group of specialists who coordinate to handle complex tasks. So a supervisor agent acts as a manager, delegating tasks to the right agent. So the calendar agent to schedule meetings, email agent to drafts and send emails, and the research agent gathers information from the internet or database, or the project agent, which updates workflows or project data. So imagine you message the supervisor agent, schedule a meeting with Sarah, email her the agenda, and find the latest AI trends for our discussion. So the supervisor agent reads your request and splits it into tasks. So the calendar agent schedules the meeting, the email agent drafts and sends the agenda to Sarah, the research agent gathers the latest AI trends. All these agents send the results back to the supervisor agent, and the supervisor agent consolidates the results and reports back to you. So basically, each agent specializes in one task, but together they achieve more. So tasks are done simultaneously, and it saves a lot of time. You can add more agents as needed, and these systems can handle more dynamic and complex requests. So in short, multi-agent systems are like a team of autonomous experts led by a supervisor. The key difference between multi-agent systems and others we have discussed is this collaborative aspect, because AI assistants work alone. RAG systems have access to external sources of data and enhance knowledge retrieval. Single AI agent can use tools but work independently, and multi-agent systems bring multiple specialized AI agents together to solve problems that might be too complex for a single AI agent. So to conclude, the key differences are independence. So AI agents and multi-agent systems are highly independent. AI assistants need user commands. RAG are not autonomous, and they enhances large language models. Collaboration. So multi-agent systems excel at teamwork. AI agents usually work alone, and AI assistants and RAG don't collaborate at all. Third, knowledge integration. RAG specializes in adding external information, and others rely on pre-existing knowledge. The next one, task complexity. Multi-agent systems handle complex, more sophisticated distributed tasks. And the last one, adaptability. Multi-agent systems and AI agents can adapt to changes. AI assistants just follow fixed rules, and RAG retrieves new info but doesn't learn or evolve.